Peace and love, world. Peace and love. You're now rocking to the sounds and vibrations of your boy Malik Kilam, also known as Don Kilam, aka Bob Rose, and the place to be on the ones and twos and the threes. Peace and love. Peace and love. Bob Rose, what you know about it? That's what Bae called me today. She said, "You looking like Bob Rose today." Much peace and love. I'm about to drop some game for y'all today. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm just giving y'all a little bit. I ain't giving y'all the whole game, just a little bit. As always, make sure y'all check the description box and all that. Check out the site, MalikKilam.com. Also go to DonKilam.com. MalikKilam.com. The other website is Don Kilam, DonKilam.com. We got the credit repair business on the way as well. We got that launching soon. We got a new employee on board. We got the boarding process started. We're gonna get her certified, and we already got our first client already. We already got the first client. Talked to the first client today. And it's so crazy because the first client is from her home city, Detroit, Michigan. So shout out to Detroit. And our first client will be flying into Las Vegas too. Our first credit client is flying in to see us in Las Vegas too. So much peace and love to that. But I want y'all to go to MalikKilam.com. Here's why. Because we got the new Bye Biden status correction, okay? You go to the Bye Biden status update done for you. This is the status update done for you in your local county and state, all right? And it will be updated with Mr. President. Attention, Mr. President. Get your status updated with your local county recorder deeds office, your Secretary of State, and Washington, D.C. Pull yourself out of that when you understand status versus identity. Status than standing. If your status is not corrected properly, then you do not have standing, which gives you your rights. All right. Also, we do have the do-it-yourself credit restoration for you, and it's still $25 on Malik Kilam website. All right. But if you want it done for you, credit restoration done for you, hire us to restore your credit profile. Full credit restoration done for you. If you have some of those you've been disputing, you can't get it off, we will help you. We will help you. A one-time payment of $100. If it goes past the 30 days, then it's going to be $25 a month, all right, for that. But most times it's 24 to 72 hours utilizing our process. Our process, we do go through the phone. We call them, we fax them, we send them letters. We do it all. We call them, we fax them, we send them letters. We do it on the apps, Credit Karma. We've got the Credit Karma app, Equifax, TransUnion. We do it all, utilizing our process. We just know how to talk to them. We won't stop until it's finished. Put it like that. We work fast. We got the Build My Business class still coming up as $10. Business Trust class starts March 14th. That's $50, man. Las Vegas right now is $200. The tickets are $2,000. They're gonna go back up to $2,000. So, but right now they're at $200. For the rest of the month of February, you got till March before they go back to $2,000. You don't want to miss it. You better sign up right now. The event is March 27th and March 28th. We will have celebrity guest appearance in the building. The $1 million worth of game live webinar. It's tomorrow. You still got a chance to sign up. $10 on the MalikKilam.com website. It's going to be a 4-day webinar. The next two Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's the introduction to the Build My Business class, which is every Monday and Tuesday in March. We got the online webinar, which is going to be March 21st and 22nd. Build a website webinar, and that's March 21st and March 22nd. Make sure you sign up and do that. That's $10 as well. At the end of the month, that will go back up to $100. So check out everything we got on MalikKilam.com and everything that's coming in store. We will come to you from YouTube to your living room. You know, we got deals on the way always. So just check it out, man. Cash App. If you got the Cash App, that's the best way to get those deals. But let's get to it now. Let's get to it. Peace and love, everybody joining in. Like I said, hit like, subscribe, share, leave a donation. If you find this information of value, click the description box. But the Cash App is ProsperByBirth. Or just send it to 407-274-5161. Again, that is 407-274-5161. 407-274-5161. That is the Cash App. Or you can just go to donkalam.com/donate if you find any of this information of value. Okay? Now let's get right to it. I'm giving y'all games today for Valentine's Day. So what you're about to learn, I'm giving y'all the game. Okay? I'm not a licensed attorney or tax expert. I do this for educational and informational purposes only. What you're about to learn is one of the big secrets that some well-known credit gurus use to build their customers' credit. The purpose of this information is to show you how to add personal loans and leases to your personal credit report. The method you will learn is the same technique that banks, auto dealers, and property managers use. When you start understanding what's going on, you can start running your own holding companies, your own trust companies, acting as your own bank, okay? With this, you're utilizing the UCC Uniform Commercial Code to place trade references on your report. Article 9 of the Commercial Code deals with secure transactions, dealing with any loan, lease, rental, or purchase when collateral is used to secure terms. Credit bureaus are connected to a public filing database that updates every 24 to 72 hours. They automatically receive all liens and bankruptcy information after it is filed at the county, state, or federal levels. A Uniform Commercial Code financing statement is a form of a public filing. It is filed with your local county registrar's office. Credit bureaus check public records as a part of their investigation. Reporting these public records has an effect on the credit rating of your personal credit. By the way, it can be also used for improving business credit. So, when dealing with business to businesses, when you create your own business, this is the same way. You can create your own contracts and learn how to securitize these contracts from business to business. And then this is how you can get lending when you're going to banks and different lenders. Because this is the proof. So let's get straight into explaining how all this works. So we're going to use a story to help illustrate how everything works. So they're utilizing their friend. So they're utilizing their friend in this story. So my friend's credit will improve after the UCC process is complete. A friend of mine came to me and asked if he can borrow some money. He only needed $10,000. I knew he was good for it, so I agreed under one condition. We agreed that I will file a UCC-1 and will need to show some collateral to secure the loan. A UCC is a financing statement that tells the public that collateral is held between parties for an agreement between the parties. In this case, the agreement is a $10,000 loan, which will be put on paper, of course, and the collateral will be made public knowledge using UCC filings that will be referencing the agreement. The agreement will also be filed publicly. My friend agreed to use a four-wheeler, some computer equipment, and an old banged up car as collateral. He said he would only need the loan for 90 days, so I decided not to charge interest. We agreed that he would pay me $3,333.33 a month for 3 months. A piece of collateral will be released after every payment. We also decide on what order the collateral will be released. First the computer equipment, then the four-wheeler, and finally the car. This is very important, and I will explain later. Hold on. I got some spam right here. After we finished hashing out the details, we wrote everything out on a piece of paper. The paper, which is an agreement, also listed the collateral being used, making it a security agreement. So, anytime you put cash or property involved, this is what securitized the agreement. I told him that he could keep possession of the collateral at his home, but I would need the serial numbers off everything. We then went to a local notary to get the promissory note witnessed and signed. I gave him the money and he was on his way. It is now left up to me to fill out a UCC-1 financing statement for that agreement that we signed. A sample promissory note, which is the form of an agreement, can be purchased from anywhere, or you can get one online and create your own. Or you can just write one up. So, before I file a UCC-1, I must go to the local courthouse to have the original agreement registered with the county. Now you're registering the agreement. This would be your local county registrar's office. Some counties give you a hard time when trying to register a promissory note if it does not involve real estate, like a lease. If this is your case, simply file the note agreement along with the UCC-1 and take it to the state level. It's much easier. Filing the agreement creates a file number that can be referenced on the UCC-1. The aim is to file both the agreement and the UCC-1 form. Now, any investigating credit bureau will find the UCC filing against the individual or corporation for the business credit. As they look further into it, they will also find the agreement that the UCC was filed for in the public records. This way, there will be a complete picture of what the UCC was about. Remember, the UCC does not have the details of the agreement, and hence, the credit bureau would want to look further when they find the UCC in the public records. The bureaus want a complete picture of the individual's financial position. After about 2 months of the initial filing, the UCC will be amended, indicating a release in collateral as the corresponding agreement is fulfilled. So in our example, as my friend pays back the loan, each payment will result in a release in collateral. Since there are 3 total payments, there will be 2 amendments and the third will be a termination of the UCC. So in summary, I filed the UCC, waited about 2 months, and then filed an amendment every month for 2 months after that. Then on the 3rd month, it will be time to terminate the UCC. Since the complete loan is paid off, this is similar to a loan from a bank being paid off. As a result, my friend's credit report will have developed a solid trade line. So here is a quick summary of the process. 2 or more parties get into an agreement. They make it legal by signing and notarizing it. The secured party files a UCC-1 statement indicating the collateral being secured. The UCC is then amended showing the collateral being released as the loan is paid off little by little as the agreement is fulfilled little by little. Finally, the UCC is terminated. There is a section for the UCC on all credit reports, businesses, and personal. It shows any transactions that were made by way of collateral security. By filing UCC-1 along with a security agreement and promissory note listing the details of the transaction, you create a credit reference on your credit report. When the bureaus pick up all of these public filings and finally show that the lien was cleared, your credit will improve. Remember that the one that is clearing their collateral, the party that borrowed the money, will have their credit improved. In our story, it was my friend. Now we'll have to show you how to fill the forms. So this is it, man. That's it. I'm gonna go a little bit deep in. You're gonna have to take a class with me on this though, because it's gonna go over a lot of y'all's heads, man. But I'm trying to make it simple as possible. Special deposit says, oh shoot, Don Kalama is like a nuclear scientist when it comes to credit. That's funny. I just love the game, man. I just love the game. That's all. Please follow these rules when filing. UCC financing statement is a form that can be obtained from the website of your county registrar's office or from the office itself or your Secretary of State. The main purpose of the UCC financing statement, the UCC-1, is to indicate the collateral and its description that is used to secure a separate agreement. The agreement and the UCC financing statement are 2 separate documents. The registrar's office is there to help you with the UCC filing. They are not there to help you build your credit. You do not need an attorney to prepare these documents. Above all, keep it simple. So, a simple security agreement. The difference between a simple promissory note and a security agreement is that the latter contains the details of the collateral as well. A simple promissory note does not contain collateral details. A promissory note and a security agreement are very straightforward to fill out. You got to understand, a security agreement is evidence that provides for the lien. Yes, keep it simple. When you look at 28 U.S.C. 3002, a security agreement is what provides evidence for a lien. So you have to have a security agreement defining the definitions of the collateral. In the document, it will show you examples of security agreements and exactly how to fill out the UCC-1. So when filing the UCC-1 on a personal level, it is a good idea to have a friend or family member extend the loan to you. That way they can file in their name. And you know, or because you got to learn how to do this before you start doing it for a business. Because when you do it for a business, you can get big bucks on these security agreements. This is the private trustee training that you get with Malik Kilam when you become a private member. Now, under UCC Article 9, this is part of the commercial code. This form also applies to secure transactions between businesses. Okay, that will help business credit. This is why you see organization's name and type of organizations. For our purposes, we will ignore those parts of the form. Never list your social security number on the form. It is not needed. Under the organization ID, check the box that says none. And I'm going to go over this in later class. This is a private class. I can't go over all this private information. But I'm going over some of it of what's in this document that I have. If you want access to this document and you want to get access to the class when I actually drop the class, make sure you drop a $25 donation via Cash App. Because when I drop this class, it's going to be a minimum of $100 when I do this class. I will start this class probably sometime in April, okay? April. But if you want access to this class and this document now, $25 via Cash App, ProsperByBirth. ProsperByBirth. Or send it to 407-274-5161 on the Cash App. Or go to donkilam.com/donate. That's donkilam.com/donate and leave a $25 via Cash App. Make sure I got your email address in the memo box. Put UCC1 Tradeline with your email address in the memo box. And I'll make sure you get this document sent directly to your email, and you'll have access to the class when I have this class. It's probably going to be a private class because I really can't promote this class. UCC1 Trade Lines. This is private information, and I'm bringing it to you. I'm just bringing it to you. You know, when you're doing the nature of your business, remember, business management, business consulting. Business management, even when you're doing a holding company, okay? Business management and business consulting. With that, I'm out, man. Much peace and love. Remember, prosperity is your birthright. I'm bringing game to you. Fresno 750 says, all of your great information. This is the one I've been waiting for. Thank you. This is it. $25. I'm going to give you this information. UCC1 Trade Lines. How do you securitize your agreement? How do you securitize your agreement? ProsperByBirth is the Cash App. Send it to 407-274-5161. Again, that's 407-274-5161. Send that on the Cash App. It's going to say ProsperByBirth. donkilam.com/donate. Again, that's donkilam.com/donate. We're going to have a private one-on-one class probably sometime in April when I'm going to the private, because this is that private information. And there's more. There's more. I'm going to show you how to create a trust company and create your own notes and securitize them. Tony Howard says, I have 2 companies. If I create a promissory note and give it to the other company and fill out a UCC1, I can create credit. Is that not what I just said? Is that not what we just went over? Yes, you can create credit between businesses to businesses, but it's not the promissory note, it's a security agreement with the collateral, okay? You are securitizing the collateral. This is all that's happening. And when you have business to business, you got contracts between businesses to businesses, whether it's months or years. Guess what happens? You can get funding and lending. Investors will invest just on these contracts, just like they're doing already. MBSs, mortgage-backed securities. mortgage-backed securities. You do this from person to person or business to business, as long as there's collateral involved, okay? And collateral can be cash, all right? You just got to learn how to take it from a note into a security. That's what that private training is about. Like I said, if you want this document, ProsperByBirth on the CASH App, 407-274-5161, donkalam.com/donate, $25. Make sure your email address is in the memo box. Go to MalikKilam.com for other services and information. Coming to a city near you, Las Vegas, baby. Show up. Houston sold out. Las Vegas, there's still time to meet me in Las Vegas. There's still seats available. Much peace and love. Prosperity is your birthright.